All right. Yansan emo akwa babiem ha Kings TV GH. Abusiafo ya tenase said earlier on me ma onya ntie se ebo duba kwa me kire Bruni beka se 11. Ebe tenase na fe yetimi awram ewo Ghana Football Association wo mo headquarters na fe coach Otoo Addo ne squad obe announce ahead of Mali and Central African Republic game Ghana any ombebono yetimi atie players obetimi anemi omo na afi no yeso aja yedi ho enkomo ne are se squad owura no enso atimi anemi no sa sen nesi etie ne ade anti menu kasai no coach atimi awramu ewo Ghana Football Association headquarters wa yebekọ ho na afi no yetimi akọrese de nema enso esi ekọ ewo no nemom no before that no quickly King Solomon yaw asiedu ewo hanmo menene bedi nkoma kakra bi na afi mahwe expectation yes team of producers enso ewo hanmo bekwen wo ha Elizabeth ono nso ewo ha na afi nso executive producer Ken Khalid omnyina etachiri ena dwumadi no enso etimi abawa kwam sabre coach enenam headquarters wa okwa kwuram na fe bia no enso atimi akọ enkan enso ewo hono nti quickly yenko na yenkodi enkomo memo akọ abai Kinsolo
agada yat mejo sina bibia boko de
o nyame adom me ho ye papa
ye de nyame asese bibia ye boko me nso me ho ye kama pa nse nyankopon adom eda no atimi aba betu yen and eda no ebeto a the greatest gift nipa bia onso atimi anya se obeda be sorry and asa obeda na within 8 hours 7 hours bibia atimi sina ade be chine wani ate utimi se divine love and a twedi ampo nyankopon de mayenti ye de yame ansese ndenso yetumi aba yaba ye ba bebo adwuma nice one pa nyasem ketwa nti eja yegusu kakra ehwe se bibia betimi akoso kama na ndenso efie ha ayefe yes efie ha ayefe kama pa onse nyankopon bo niema nyina wiye no wabo otwe woyu wabo achichede wabo anoma bibiri no my varieties of birds eno obo nipa
okay
eno wasa bo nsuo tigris ni afrit hwan nsuo ni nyina wo garden no but still na say yakade e baako nyankopon asa garden no still munye fe munye ne fe ti o tena sa
anije kura ni ho
anije ni ho eno ya no se ne ye mo banka nipa ho
fantastic
tie me word ni ye mo banka nipa ho that's adam
nzo mo no de nyame o yo mo special wa
banka nipa ho na aja obo ye obande count nti ba bia ma won ya na eho ayefe ya na anije nso wo ho nti bibia e kama
okay
bibia e kama
well they say no ye train say coach Otoo Addo abetimi abenemu na squad no before say obenemi squad no crampo no there are a lot of rumors say coach no akwakushia senior players no bi amate party na fe Andre Dede Ayu amache se wonu madi nkomo say one here you say no pese Black Stars no or build it on Nkwadana mo Eban, especially Kudus Mohammed na fe Kamal team also so play other a pivotal role and so a team no more and na fe so ohwe Le Harvey for also I mean omo players are omo be body omo national teams, you know, as omo post na the day you encounter so it is a let's say squad, you know, the day you encounter.
Ma yensan ma ayefo ina kwa babiem ti said ye ye kind of Black Stars player beba since 1957 Kwame Nkrumah uremu the Rare Republicans in near boy ya the early 2000s and the 90s player bia oba obrebeso obetimi akọ bayana akwakoye before star na duru ba bia yana how I besia communicate ama enipa no nse nipa wo ba bi na se wo services ehia at that moment ye wo diplomatic way bia woni nipa no be kasa on feel bad abra nipa na wi se waye bi pen e de amount na this time around e bia hoodin ti no eniema ntimi nkoye wo kwan be fa so a ye ne some player na ye ne sa nipa no be kasa in the institution emfa problem bi ama maybe ebi ada job particular job no ntimi nya in another capacity obetimi aboa a case like Asamoah Gyan de kwan a Asamoah Gyan fa so free Black Stars me nye sure say ye ne kwan so a player like Asamoah Gyan kwa dedicate ne ho ne bibia e de ama oman no and bon kitwa kra ya ye boy on say duru ba bi nya chance bi na say na o da wo no
oh yeah
na me kai me former station e ko ball fan games bi oh ya trim e de ama me ni goalkeeper manhudi ye na me da fam na ball na twam within a week na egusu tournament me
oh sir
yes eno kra ye fan game keke no na bia Black Stars wakobo penalty asay no ananse wase chance bi na omaimu ni nyina tuna no agu so timi say players ni ya no omukọ a lot and yes a player like Asamoah Gyan kwan your fast why ye money free ho ni niema no enya dia na itimi eboa ene niema nti some players ya wabo mudin party Amate and then Andre Ayew coach na ya de se wa fa da we no se oni omo chia e better so oni omo be chia ana se the ombetia no se o squad na ba within him e ya de a ebe ha adwen ana se betimi aka so due to this spiritual reason to said ye kobo after 2019 coach Kwesiapia the so we na lack one hunti yenji captains on said the controversies in niama bibiri ebai but coach Otuado waya de ohwe eye approach na watimi afana me hu ni se beboa se players no wakoma ento ya na se o expect call up kra no na coach na frew oni wa hia na me gidi se ebe yi niama bibiri bi de afiri so do players ni bu ho a na nka me expect say bia ombebam yes oma means party bia pra by later part of the league you know so we buy
oh yeah
we buy so be ball kama
yeah
and party enyo bi ebetimi aka say bia wanyina too much a wontimi emmo
oh said the chance e bia onya out kra but he will be part of the squad but they bia on play an integral role be
and Kauni say many coach ni ya drain the but at this crucial moment ni nye baby a ye be ye try and error na se ye be man kora bi a chance World Cup qualifier and look at ye the last ye ne the group in the last 3 points I be modi kan Ghana ni bi anso there so ni say World Cup ye be kobi
fair
obi ani abre so obekobi
obi ani abre
Elizabeth mu nyina ni abre so obekobi yamfofo nyina ni abre so obekobi
obi a merwafo nyina
se World Cup we die Canada US anye ye kro obekọ Mexico na eja wafa kaaba amisia ye wo ho
fantastic
enti World Cup no obi a ye wade so obekobi enti qualifiers and only a team a semi-finalist, right?
Yeah.
AFCON, recent one, Mali and Ebabebo. And the one young crowd live, Bibrisa, we hear energy, no, but we hear experience in the team. Oh, come Mali. What you say?
Yeah.
And some of the players, that energy is a do be a dia or wa ahoɔden bi ani edin bi yɛmfa nwuram party be say do to say the waka no on film the party bi a that integral rule na nke bi a oba enim so oba be start no any bi a on start but me hu ni say this time around friendly games bi na ye boy Uganda money Nigeria games you know ehon na nanka onim so onim kola no odi omugura team no friendly games ene de yes ade no enye qualifier a wo kobo away woni obi ya ranking ahead of you ewo African continent no so ene ekwa akobo wodi fie a wo hia that crucial point so dream say opeso ko world cup ni bi dia ense se ko lusu ewo Mali entie bi anka ya ba fie no yene Central African Republic bi abo ye hu say aka last 20 minutes bi na 15 minutes bi a ye hu ni say niema ko yie no na afei enkola na opese o build team no wo mo so no odi o mabam na afei so other friendly games abetimi anya abo no na odi o mayeden odi o aba bi gram entense da nye say this crucial game and I be test enkola players. So on that side, the minimum say coach, you know, he knows better.
But I think say some of the players and the more tried and tested, like Kamal Dean more near the Intino. Ebi ohun say omona what do more starting. Ne bia a duru baby near here experience bia then ebi a patebia bishim.
Yeah.
And I say bia matebi a baby bishim ti. Things ebi asa no be no.
Yes. We na sa e betimi abo but ye you more film completely see ye ni dia. Me hu ni say enya de a e betimi abo enso e wo ho ndi.
Okay.
Eno enso ho asem eno no.
Na ye beba but before that no wa also gina so no also betimi do comment enso aba e wo comment section ho ye twen say coach Otoo Addo ebetimi a starting na fe one name na squad then you say odibe hram a game Ghana be body etia Mali and a face Central African Republic against Mali no 6 June and as a game no ebetimi abaso ewo Mali abonten so na 10th June ewo Baba Yara Sports Stadium against Central African Republic and also etimi abaso well they say so the air ban say Kalum Hoson Odoi one also say we accept say body Ghana but me wo some expectations kakra me did say be aba ho local players be ya we say but Kalum Hoson Odoi ye share ne style of play no na ye hwe ne minute awabo this season na ye hwe no obeboa ye na this is not the first time I be a player be a ya wanna bruchira na watching our bruchiri take decision say oba be body amayin Quincy Usu abaye mu aba even I think say Otoo Addo kra no in a way bi na nko betimi abody ama Germany oba Ghana Kevin Prince Boateng omaba recently ye wo Abrantia a friend say Inaki Williams ono nso wo mko feature mu nyina enso atimi abanti Kalum Hoson Odoi ye hwe no betimi aboa yen ewo ho a na yetimi awuram na afi oba think say betimi aboa ye attacking hono diriba bianse ye call AFCON na goals no kudus bi anye magic bi wo mfini wa attack anko nanim ankosha na se goals na timi ayedin so ya no mo ba ye coaches na ye wo mo wa ha no any the style of play ye bo ye din ni no se yen se dan hu ye din ni ye na omo nso a omo ba no on say wono na owo the football team the bim baby in the national level the youth side and na o free ho aba a different terrain into wo ba no transition ne be yesen
kwa ben ye be fa so a ye be boa no ama watimi abeye used to ye so your style of play the African football no kwa ben ye be fa so ye betimi aboa sa play na manaba en na duru ba bia na makoye bibio I think some of the players omo ba omo jele kama Kevin Prince Boateng ba ye obo kama Inaki na se entimi nsheda because Inaki said ye hunu wo Athletic Club no enye no ni hunu wo Ghana
na so opo defense my opponent
yes and ohwe obo AFCON pasa no akoma back pass ni ya je ase okwa no akobo 2 goals ewo La Liga no what you say no ni Barcelona abo ewo Copa del Rey no wa hye no o hye Madrid mu nyina enti ebie na ya esi ya omoba ha na aba bibio transition no ye football no
adaptation
yes how I be see transforming from the U side training na wanya ewo amanfo cruise na ono so dey ba Africa no eno na ya na akoye bibio enti Callum Hudson no doi oba yemana kwa aba waji atuma omera but empanimfo try say o metimi aburo na omama na adaptation no ebetimi afayi say be a system of play no na yebetimi a design the system be ebetimi afavor no na favor man any team ni nyina yiri say yetimi ya ebetimi aboa
ntinde say Otoo Addo nemi na
enye nwanwa yes enye nwanwa say nsamamfo kra no sebi omu hia dodo nsamamfo omu hia dodo nti yenso ye hia dodo nti oba yebetimi agye no kama enso ewo ho
okay nti emra ne koma yehwe eye local players no omo chances ewo eye I mean Black Stars ni man afide o player o expect say ja obetimi abam
me your goalkeeping department no na me hwe ho manya eye 2 goalkeepers nka menya omumu baako de omamienu nyina ntimi nko omumu baako de ontimi enwuram
okay
and these 2 goalkeepers are fantastic in the league
Ghana Premier League
they are very fantastic omoche o the first so beche o the first form obeche
okay
o the fan change side by side omobeche
bon konko na manenko woso
fan sanko boom
okay
pacho ba bia de ko no hweniye and these goalkeepers are making a tried and tested on the African continent because I know you can find free in the Champions League Mediama Sporting Club Limited for Champions League and no shit teams are Mediama ni omo boy any stage are Mediama duru na o call tournament bia now with good strikers, defenders, midfielders, now only goalkeeper papa let's say a course 19
because Zarem
enti baby these 2 teams say duru in the African continent you know yentimi right away the goalkeeping department of Mediama and then Dreams FC so to me Abrante friend say Felix T of Mediama Sporting Club Limited sananko mine ye would die soon we have a dream if we had a dream say ye person ye see ye team no ye goalkeeping department ye who challenges ye wo of late in recent times Ghana has suffer goalkeepers blunder bibri tournament ye kwa bia niema nkoye utimi hu team bi even in outside utimi hu team bi niema nkoye players no emfa but the goalkeepers ne be ye ni timi save etimi any a point or points edima eye team no enti your goalkeeping department no of late no eniema nkoyi Samia Jemo ne olele mu time na etwa mu ho ba no Razak bi mikai nya Razak bi baaye me de ne kobo mo obedidi yatembi
Razak ile Ibrahim ana
mo no nso okoye
de no use toy bi
No.
Spider-Man.
Oh, Razak, do there. And goalkeeper B.
Yeah. I think the no was Spain.
Yes, no was Spain. And no buy Malaga, yes.
Yeah.
And or free buy obedi di atema from B come ye ni free ba ku ofori buy and niema enti mutimu say goalkeepers dey ya suffer bibiri no man no say ye wo eye niema bi a anase wo ideas bi e pese nke timi e transition niema nka goalkeepers bi ye league ni ma Danlad Ibrahim in the junior side under 17 under 20 under 23 nka ye be ma ye ni akọ ne ho na watimi abeboa but niema ntimi enwie pesa ene niema so media goalkeepers an camera salis e benya mu baako Solomon Agbesi of Dreams FC.
Okay.
In the CAF Confederations Cup, look at this goalkeeper. How was he there go against game back on ball away? Oh, is it Ali? No, Zamalek.
Yeah.
Zamalek. Goalkeeping power branch with me yeah. By doing by on Sagana no. Gani and Penny for us or money and maybe or more pass records in tea. Ebi a branch command call up. But oh, Dreams in tia. But Solomon Agbesi me did say onya call up be no obey to my general be are criticizing and then fell the state of mediema players you know me say bia keyeke because league in a year born medi samates baby we do no keyeke integral part of the team.
Evans,
yes,
okay.
Evans Oseyusu one also of samates onya call up nke ebeboa yipa do call up ni yes o kwa akọbọ okutu obi but ebeboa ni mora ne
obetimi dramatizing ho Black Stars environment no
yes see ya Otuado pay young players di o mabai entimi hu ni se omutimi the local players ni bi di wurema ebetimi aboa enso ewo ho nti yenhwe say all these players you know at least ye nyam yenu cry be nya kakra e wo ho yerim say Richmond Lamte na ne performance wo soro ipra ene niema nti no antimi ankoye wati ase ipra e baaye season no kra no ontimi emmo matches no some of them Salif Ibrahim Di Maria ono so Hasofok enkoye nti no the later part of the league you know among also ne performance no aye bibie ho enti local players ne de uhwema untimi seda meki a case kase bia emfa ma obiasa.
Okay, nti yenjoin ne na afi no yenti squad a na nche se coach Otoo Addo enso etimi e aba na afi bibia no enso entimi enkon kan e ho no mo.
Okay, good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This morning we are here to, first of all, present to you the coach of the Black Stars, Mr. Otoo Addo. And then also it is an opportunity for him to announce his squad for the upcoming FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Mali and Central African Republic. It will be recalled that in March this year, the Football Association announced that Coach Otoo Addo is taking over as a coach of the Black Stars following our exit from the Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. So the Football Association put a team together to select the next coach of the Black Stars, and upon exhaustive processes they settled on Mr. Otoo Addo as the next coach of the team. Now, further to that, we also announced that the team will be playing 2 international friendly matches in Morocco. And you remember that we played against the Eagles of Nigeria, which ended 2-1, and then we played the Cranes of Uganda, which ended 2-2 in Morocco in March, after which he returned to Germany to finally hand over at Borussia Dortmund, and so he is here on a long-term contract as the coach of the Black Stars. Now, in the first week of next month, we have two very important FIFA World Cup qualifiers. The first one will be against the Eagles of Mali in Bamako on June 6th, and the second one will be against Central African Republic at the Baba Sports Stadium in Kumasi on June 10th. We announced last week that the team will begin camping on Thursday, May 30 here in Accra. Training sessions will be held for a period of 6 days in Accra at the University of Ghana Stadium, and then the team shall depart the borders of Ghana on Tuesday, June 4 for Bamako. The first game is on the 6th, so we shall have 2 days in Bamako prior to the match. After that game, immediately after the match, we shall return to Ghana, precisely Kumasi, where the team will be lodged for a period of 4 days. So on the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, the team will be lodged in Kumasi, and then on the 10th, we shall play against Central African Republic in the other Group I game. Now, before I hand over the microphone to the head coach, I would like to mention that we've got some of our technical team members here with us. We've got our assistant coach, John Pinto. Please, let's acknowledge him. We have our goalkeepers trainer, Fatah Udauba, also here. The technical director of the Football Association, Professor Joseph Kwan-Minta, is also here. We've got staff members of the Football Association. I can see my colleague, Esme Menz, chairman of the Regional Football Association and Executive Council member, Samuel Abuabri, General Marabi in charge of marketing, Neil Strong, head of PR and strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, let me mention that a lot of considerations were made before these players were settled upon to represent Ghana. However, there were some exceptions due to obvious reasons. The following players are injured, which is why they couldn't make the squad. Here are as follows. Baba Ijisu has undergone surgery, so he couldn't make the squad. Iñaki Williams, foot surgery to remove a foreign object in his foot, so he couldn't also make the squad. Majid Ashimeru couldn't complete the Cup of Nations and returned to Anderlecht. He's been playing, he's been in and out of their squad. He has a left calf muscle tear, so he couldn't also make the squad. Joseph Pintel has a hamstring injury. Nathaniel Ejay was in the squad until he also had an ankle injury. Dennis Odoi also has a knee injury. And then Daniel Amati, he also has an ankle injury. So these players have been left out for injury concerns. Thank you very much. So at this moment, I will hand over to Coach Otoo. But before I take your questions, I would like to find out from him how it feels to be back, and not on a part-time basis, but on a full-time basis as coach of the senior national team, the Black Stars.
Okay, thank you very much for a nice introduction. To the injury, let me please add long-term injuries as like Kofi Cher and Yusuf Addo, and I spoke to them, and I think they're on the good way to come back. Hopefully they will come back soon to join us, and on this, let me use this stage also to wish them all the best, speed recovery. Ghana misses you, and hope that you two will come back soon. Thank you very much for your kind words. I'm really, really excited and happy to be here, to be back. It was not easy, but the FA had a lot of good talks with Dortmund, and even though I still had 1 more year contract, we managed to get out, and yeah, I'm back to be home. I'm happy to be home. I'm back home now. Really excited. Looking forward to the next match. It will be difficult, very difficult. Especially like we are some points behind the first place, and as you know, only the first place will qualify. But yeah, it's a tough situation, but yeah, I'm looking forward for the game, and I think we will manage it.
Okay, thank you very much for your opening remarks, ladies and gentlemen. It's now time for us to take your questions. You raise your hand.
The squad.
Okay, so first, before that, let's go to the squad. I am in a hurry. Okay, so Otto, tell us your squad, or present to us your squad for the next 2 games.
Okay, for the goalkeepers we have Lawrence Atiji Ziggy from Zangalen, and we have Joseph Wallacott from Hibernian. We have Frederick Asare from Asante Kotoko. Defenders, we have Gideon Menza from Auxerre, Ebenezer Anan from Novi Pazar, Mohamed Salisu as Monaco, Jerome Opuku from Başakşehir, Istanbul. Then we have Abdul Mumin from Rayo Vallecano, Alexander Djikou from Fenerbahçe, Istanbul. We have Alidou Seydou from Stade Rennes. We have Tariq Lamptey from Brighton and Hove. In the midfield, we have Mohamed Kudus from West Ham United. We have Ernest Nuama from Olympique Lyon. We have Salis Abdul Samit from RC Lens. And we have Ibrahima Sulemana from Cagliari. We have Thomas Partey from Arsenal. We have Edmond Addo from Radnitsky Nice. We have Elisha Owusu from AG Auxerre. We have Abu Francis from Sec Bruges. And then remaining the forwards, we have Osman Bukhari from Red Star Belgrade. We have Abdul Fattah Ishiwaku from Leicester City. Antoine Semenyo from Bournemouth. We have Jordan Ayew from Crystal Palace. We have Ibrahim Osman from FC Nordsjælland. We have Kamaldeen Sulemana from FC Southampton. And we have Brendan Thomas Asante from West Bromwich Albion. That's it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, those are the players for the 2 matches. Campaign begins tomorrow. 26 players have been named. Your comments are welcome now. The floor is open for your questions, please. Silence, please. The floor is open for your questions. You raise your hand, you tell us your name and your media house, and then your question. Thank you. Zainab.
My name is Jerome, a trained freelance journalist. I'm more interested in the long-term projects than the news of the players. Do you know about the Ghana football DNA?
If I what?
The football DNA. And how does it fit into your long-term plan?
I can't really say that I know everything about Ghana's DNA. I think Ghana has a great history.
Great players in the past. We had really good times. I think the last really good times were when players like Michael Essien, Asamoah Gyan, Suleiman Tari. Yeah, a lot of players were in the best form. I think for me, Ghana football stands for good football. This is maybe I want to use the opportunity. it's difficult to promise victories because the football can be better than your opponent, and at the end they will score and they will win, or one slight mistake will happen. But I think I will take the opportunity to be brave enough to promise you that we will play good football, because I've been studying football for a very, very long time, and for me, the boys, especially in Ghana, they like to play with the ball. This is how they grow up when they're playing on the streets, and this is what I want to implement. And I think this is the easiest thing to implement, because they will have joy having the ball, try to dominate. I know that we will face opponents sometimes which are stronger than us, where we need to defend more, but in general, I want to bring back to the joy of the ball. I want to create a culture, and this, I think, has been the culture in the past, not to be fearful when you have the ball. I know that there's high demands on the players, and it's difficult. There are difficult times, and there's a lot of pressure on the players, but I want to take the pressure away to allow them to do mistakes, because this is the only way we can, in long term, we can give them the confidence to play what they can. We know what they can. If you walk around the streets of Ghana and you see kids playing, you see what they are able to do, and this is what is in our players. And it's my job to bring it out, to bring in a culture with good habits, because good games don't come just like this. It comes with good preparation, to prepare them well, as good as I can with my coaching staff, which are helping me, and to bring in their ideas, to bring in their knowledge, and together I think we can create for the long term a very, very good Ghana national team. Thank you. Where's the microphone?
Good morning, coach.
Come on.
How are you? Please, my name is Yami. I want to ask, when Mr. Henry was mentioning those that are aging, he never mentioned of the BI. But in your squad, he's not in the squad. And getting to the latter part of the season, he had a very good season. Please, we don't give mistakes. Can you give me the technical know-how why he wasn't included in the next, or is it because the conscience of the Ghanaian that they are saying so what should end? And secondly, my other question is that I want to know the kind of coach that you are. Are you a very clear that is and after you've given me or you've chosen the role model as coach, you give me reasons why you did
Okay, so I think, to be honest, very good question. I don't know if the frame is long, or we have enough time to answer all these questions. I try as best as possible. So the first thing you asked about Andre. So I had a long talk with Andre, personal. I visited him, gave him the reasons why he's not in the squad at the moment, and I usually held it like this, that I don't talk too much about the players who are not in the squad, more about those who are in the squad. And for me, I can say I don't like I talk to players directly. I don't like to give information out about what we spoke about. So he's not part of the squad at the moment. Andre is, I mean, as everyone knows, is a legend. He's a living legend of Ghana. What he has reached, it's unbelievable what he did for the country. It was a difficult decision, to be honest, because I like him. I like him as a person, also as a player. But this is the decision we took, and I like I said, it's not like we totally agreed, but I give him the explanation, and So I don't want to take it to another extent and say some things that people will write about and this and that. I know it's difficult maybe for you as a press to understand this, but I don't want to make it bigger than it is. Like I said, I have big respect for him. He's a living legend. He holds the record in games playing for the national team. He has, achieved things that just a few players from Ghana has achieved, and it's very difficult to leave him out at the moment. But at the end, me as a coach, I have to take decisions. The best decision, what I think for the team, and this was one part of the decisions. And the type of coach I am, I don't know. For me, I always try to learn. I'm a coach who wants to learn, wants to listen, wants to take advice, even from lower ranked coaches. I'm always open for discussions with other coaches. So I'm a learning coach, and I learn a lot from Guardiola, I learn a lot from Mourinho, I learn a lot from other coaches. I learned also things maybe you shouldn't do as a coach. So I'll take everything which I can get inside my head about coaching and try to take all of the best out of all. And this is me then. At the end, I think a mixture of everything. I can play defensively, I can play offensively, I can play the mix, I can make changes, sensible changes, I think. Whenever it takes, I think I'm good in reading the game, how the game goes. I'm good in predicting things to happen, and this is me. It's
Okay, Sammy. Good morning, coach. My name is Sammy from Foundation Management. Well, you look at the squad, and it seems mostly, most of these boys are new guys in the system. So I don't know whether in the last season, in state of rebuilding or something else. And then again, you must also, who was part of the outcome squad, is having a fine season where it's played so far. I didn't get it.
Yeah, like I said, I talked to, I think, 30 players. Some I even visited them, some I tried to visit but I couldn't because my time was very short. But I talked to all of them, those who are not invited, who are part of the AFCON last season, and explained a lot of things to them. For me, it's easier because I have the brighter picture. I see all the players, I compare them, and then I decide also which player fits into my playing style or in my idea for the game. And so for the player as such, it's difficult because he just sees himself. And I think, it's difficult to explain because I have to compare Jonathan, for example, with other strikers, and then to see what I need for our 2 games. And at the end, I took this decision. So it would be good, I think, that we take it like this, the squad, and it's difficult to talk about players who are not in the squad. And like I said, it's difficult for me to give out some reasons in public. I discussed it with the player, I explained it to him, and I think it's good to leave it that way. Okay, next question.
Good morning. My name is Daniel Granti. It's me here from John Sports. Just want to know the parameters with which you are being judged by in your contract. You know, it's a 3-year contract, and you spoke about your first thing. You spoke about the team being a rebuild. You want to know, are we seeing a rebuild? Are we ready to win going into the next AFCON? Are you expected to qualify the team to the AFCON? So that means when we are assessing, you can be a bit fair.
Okay, so surely we want to qualify for the World Cup. To ask me if I'm assessed if I qualify or not, I think I'm not the right person to answer you that question, but surely the aim is to qualify. At the moment we are in the 4th position, only the first one will go through. It will be difficult, especially the next away game in Mali. They have a very strong squad, but the aim is to qualify, but it's also the aim from the others. So it's about having the right team culture. This is the number one thing. What we're trying to build, the culture, long-term culture, surely habits in the team, habits about work ethic, about being disciplined, about on and off the pitch, and surely to prepare them well. So this is our part to be on the pitch, to prepare them well, about to make them know about what's going to happen in the game. Once they know, they have an advantage to make better decisions on the pitch, and this is our job. And like I said, what I want to be assessed with should be the way we play. I can't really, like I said, I can't predict. We will have good times, we will have bad times. There are just some few coaches in the world who lose rarely. I know that we will also lose matches maybe, but in a long-term process, what I want to be assessed on should be the way we play, And I think we showed, even though we went out, we showed when we played against Nigeria, when I came the first time, that we played good football. Not only that we qualified, we played good football, offensively, but also defensively. Even at the World Cup, we had, let's say, good phases where we played good football. And this is what I want to have permanent in every game. I know we, like human beings, we can't be perfect all the time, but I want us to be brave, to play good football, and this is where you can judge me on. And at the end, I'm a strong believer that in long term, if you play good football, it will benefit and the results will also come. And surely at the end, it's a result sport, and I will be judged by the results 100%. And my contract goes 2.5 years, and after that I will be judged, and hopefully we win a lot of games so that the judgments are not that hard.
There is a hand at the back, please.
Coach, my name is Stark. You kept mentioning how you want to play. I watched your team, Dortmund, very mechanical. Most of the German young coaches are very mechanical. You play a kind of football called routed. You kept mentioning about how you want your team to play. Should Ghanaians expect your team, or are we expecting a routed kind of football from you?
Yeah, I think I'm not new. I'm not like 100% new. So everybody knows how we play, and so with me, I think I have like 4, 5, 6 systems in my head which I can play. So I'm not like we play like this. So I don't think I'm easy to predict. And yeah, so the tactics vary. They vary. So we have, and also varies with the opponent. It also varies with the players we have at that moment, at that very moment. And surely I'll try my best to bring out their biggest strength. So I can't say I'll play like this or I'll play like this, and yeah. If the Dortmund way is that bad, at least they're in the final of the Champions League. So maybe I should use that way. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Coach, good to have you back. My name is Gabriel City. I mean, in terms of building on success, the current administration has seen 4 coaches appointed. I think they are feet. It's not looking good on the senior national team. From where you sit, what do you think, or what, I want to get your thoughts on that. And also, what do you say is the difference from the Otoo we saw at the World Cup and the Otoo coming now?
I mean, the first question, I was not there when the other coaches were there. I know when I had to go, because and people have been asking me a lot about this, why I left, but this was part of the negotiation with Dortmund, that I will be there for a certain term, and after the World Cup I have to come back. That's why I had to go back to Dortmund. And why other coaches didn't succeed, I was not there to say anything about that. So there you have to ask the FA, not me. And the second question was what?
What's the difference from the time you started to walk out?
I think I grew older. I learned a lot within these, was it 2 years? No, 1.5 years. I learned a lot. And yeah, I think I'm better than before. So I'll try to bring my expertise into the game, my knowledge into the game, and like I said, I try to bring the knowledge of my technical team as well into the decisions, and yeah, hopefully we make the right decision to win the next game. This is what I'm thinking at the moment, and yeah, that's it.
All right, Coach. Good morning. I'm Samuel. Just two quick questions. Because Andre is now out, we don't want to leave here with speculations. So my first question has to do with who's going to be. My second, please, that's my first question. I don't want to see any speculation. My second question has to be with after the game against Uruguay. After the game against silence, please. After the game against Uruguay, as your presser, you made mention that you hope that the next coach who is coming to take over will have that free will to work. Okay, look, fine. I just want to know. Now, during when Henry introduced you, when you were talking, you made mention that it was a very difficult decision for you. Now you are back. If you have to go back to the segment, how are you going to work now?
To be honest, maybe stay on the microphone. The first question again, because it's too much for me. First question.
Okay, so now Andre is out.
Thomas Partey. Okay, second question.
Now the second question has to be with after the game against Uruguay and the press.
Yeah. Okay. And actually, I never said this. You have to go back, make your research, and listen closely to what I said. No. And for me, I can just say, this comes to me. Me, I have a free mind. I'm totally free. I was happy the way the FA, because I heard a lot of stories before I came, let me do my thing. To be honest, I don't know if I can say it. The only pressure they gave me was to bring local players. The only pressure. And I'll be looking and I will look even closer. Now that I'm full-time, I have a full-time appointment. I will look closer. I will look closer to the league. I will observe the league live, not only on video. Live. I will be here. I'll be watching. I'll be going rounds. I'll be watching. I will try to help as much as I can. I will look very, very closely. For me, if a player is good, he's good. It doesn't care where he comes from or where he plays. If I like a player, I will take him. And I will look very close to find players from the local league. Very, very close. So I'll be doing my tours, I'll be watching games, I'll be traveling, I will have time for this, and I will use the time to watch, especially the local league.
Okay, I will take 2 questions from this lane and then I'll come back here. Okay, so.
And you are back for the second stint. What would you consider personally to be success after your tenure in MSF? The second question is the training, which ones are we allowed to cover?
I'll take both questions, right, please. So the first one, like to look in 10 years, you said?
When your tenure is over,
yeah.
What will you consider as success?
After your tenure?
Like I said, good football, but at the end, good football will end in good results. And if anybody at the end of the day will say the way we played was bad, then I take it as my loss. Like I said, sometimes in football it's whether the ball goes on the post and in or out, it's inches which can decide about your future. And it's very difficult to predict results, but I'm a strong believer if you prepare well, if you give the players the joy and they have the joy with the ball, if you give this to the player the chance to play with the ball, to bring out the biggest strength, then I'm very, very convinced that we will be successful.
Okay, Zurek, yes. Training.
Training. Yeah, I'm not quite. We had to make, as always, we always had to make changes here and there. So, but we'll give out shortly a day where we have an open training session. I know it's very, very important for the Ghanaians also to see the players. I really understand this. But for me, the biggest concern is because we're having just 6 days, 7 days of preparation, I will have everyday tactical sessions because like I said, I'm a strong believer of giving out knowledge and want the players to know what they have to do. In turn, they are leading, in turn, we are leading in terms of, I don't know, we get a red card. I want to go out through every scenario and therefore I have to prepare the team tactically well. And if these tactics are being filmed and the opponent can see what we're doing and they can prepare well, I hope you understand that it won't benefit us. So for this, I have to say sorry for not letting all the session being open. I'm very, very sorry for that.
Okay, so essentially what he's trying to say is that we'll make an announcement as regards which of the training sessions will be open to the public.
Yes.
At the moment, no decision has been made yet. Thank you.
My name is Zorik. I work with the Daily Graphic and Graphic Sports. Coach, the last time that you were here, you left after you saw out your deal. Does it feel like you're coming back because you have some unfinished business? And I would like to know what that business is.
I mean, it's silence, please. So the last time I came, the aim was to qualify for the World Cup. And we did it, and I think we were pretty close, even though we lost 2-0 against Uruguay, we were pretty close to advance to the next stage. And for me, it's not an unfinished business. For me, it's just like an opportunity for me personally to get the best out of the boys. The last time I was called, we didn't do well at the AFCON. This time, also we have to be honest, we didn't do well. So we are not on top of Africa at the moment. And if this would have been the case, I wouldn't have been called. So for me, it's just to improve the players, improve the situation of the national team, and we try as much as we can to qualify for the World Cup. And I'm very, very convinced that we have the quality to do that. And this is the biggest aim at the moment.
Okay, yes.
Coach, you didn't feel the that people. The question is about and why a coach from World Cup AFCON qualified for AFCON, the goalkeepers in the game, the ball distribution, the kind of 50 ball distribution from a single goalkeeper. When you will let them I see the players. They can go opponent. One call, pass on the back. Generally, you have a brief goalkeeper. Power bend or the ball. I'm a goalkeeping department. I just saw the problem.
If you had to send me from a live. Goalkeeper coach, but your plan there it is a line that to go young goalkeeper system until but almost make sure say oba training distributions. But in general, Brian Moore, coach 2022 who was statistics and so on. How was the statistics? Okay. Yeah, sure, sir. Don't worry.
Okay, please, let's move on. Kelvin, what's the
Kelvin also has an opportunity. Coach, we know you've been a talent developer for quite a long time. We know this Black Stars team made up of up and coming, young talented players. Will they always have the priority in any selection you make? And how is that going to feed into you building a very solid national team that can last the test of time?
I think the only thing, the only way it will feed into my suggestion is but this has been done before as well. There were always young talents who have been given the chance to play for the national team, and I'm open. For me, surely it's important to have experienced players in the team, surely, very, very important, because they can guide the young guys, but if somebody is good, he will always get a chance, and I don't care about the age.
Okay, Benji.
Okay, coach, my name is Benjamin Otoo. Enjoy broadcasting network. First question is on Andrea. I know you have already answered the Andrea part, but I want you to clear this so that every candidate will be clear in his mind on the stage of whether Andrea is on in the national team, please. Is he coming back again in the national team, or the decision you took is at the moment? Because he's the captain for the team and he has a lot of role in the team. So Andrea returning to the team, or the decision you took is expired decision again, it's not coming back again in the team. And the second one is on technical team. Chairman, assistant coaches, you see Flaman and also John Pencil and Lyron. Please, was it your recommendation or is something that FA appointed itself for these kinds of things?
Okay, the first question. Yeah, what I learned about listening, I think there was a question about from which coach I took some this and that. I would never say never as a coach, never, because I don't know what will happen in next season. The door is always open. For me, this is a decision for this period, and that's it. And like I said, what I learned is never say never, because you don't know what will happen, and yeah. So don't. Yeah, with the backward stuff. I mean, I had a lot of talks, and also there were some proposals from the FA, but I also had a lot of talks with other coaches, and at the end we decided. I mean, it's easier for me, especially with John. And but I know them from the national team, so it's easier. I know that they're good human beings. So this is the first very, very important point for me, because I truly believe that once you know people personal and you know their character, it's easier to deal with them, especially in bad situations. So it was an easy choice for me. Although, like I said, I had a lot of talks and a lot of people are also considered. So by the end, it was my decision. We had good talks, and like I said, it's easy, especially with John. We played the World Cup 2006 together, and we had a good relation there as well, and always kept contact. So it was an easy decision. And with Joseph from Germany, I got to know him like 1 year ago. We had a lot of talks, tactical talks especially, and I got to know his character through a friend who's a friend of his. So. Yeah, at the end, I think from what I saw the last time we met in March, I made very, very good decision. I'm very, very happy. You know, especially these two boys are hardworking, very, very hard, high work ethic, very, very good input what they gave me so far, and I'm very, very happy with them.
Okay, Joyce will take our final three and we'll wrap up. Joyce.
The first question, goalkeepers now. When you said goalkeeper, that was semi-final confederations now. We did have a goalkeeper, a goal in five Kasari, and only one. Two. Now, I think someone now, new players. When you said you're going to Asia, if you can go home. What are social activities to the title? These players, mine or more than anything.
Okay, a goalkeeper's choice. Yeah, I think he has done well. I think the team, especially, has done well to go far in this stage. And we decided for Frederick because Frederick also has, and let us speak about Frederick. Like I said, for me it's easier to speak about players who are here and not to talk about players who are not here. And Frederick gave me a really, really good impression. And from the games I saw at Kotoko, he was injured for some time, but now he's back on track. And also when we were training, he really, really did well in the training from what I saw. And I'm always close with Lion, and Lion also assured that at the moment Frederick's really, really in a very, very good condition, good form, and that's why we decided to go with Frederick. And he's a young player. I think the future belongs to him. We see how far it goes, and yeah, I think it's a good decision. He's a good guy, good team player, hard work ethic. He's listening. He's a learner. Last time when he came, he cooperated well with the other goalkeepers and the goalkeeper coach, and also with the other players. Everybody likes him, so I'm happy that he's back again. The second question was what? The second question: who are they going to learn from? Who are they? There's so many players they can learn from. I mean, we have Thomas Partey, 29 years old. Jordan Ayew, 32 years old. We have Alex Jiku. He's 30 or 30. So we have a lot of experienced players who has been in the World Cup, who has done 2-3 African Cups. So there are a lot of players. Pick one here and then two from this lane and it will be.
Hello, Coach. I'm Leron. My question is from tactics to my personality as a coach. I believe coaches, your personality also counts. Look at the technical team. At least 3 of you are former Black Stars players. Yourself, and you have also played at the World Cup. What does it mean to have players that have played for the national team before as head coaches of the national team? What does it mean when things get tough and your personality? How will it count when games become tougher?
Okay, to be honest to you, it means nothing because you have been a good player doesn't mean that you have to be a good coach. This is the first thing. But surely the experience we had as players or playing at the World Cup, surely if we use it wise and we reflect on our experience, so it's the most important thing is not maybe the experience, but the reflection on the experience, which will help you to give better advice for those who are in the same situation we were 20 years ago. So, and this is what you have to think of before you meet the players. This is what we talk about and how we prepare before we meet, and then we give our expertise and our experience insight into the players and to the players to take good decisions. And this is what we can do. And in this case, surely it helps. But the first thing, and this is what we're doing, we have to reflect on our experience.
Okay, our final 2 questions. Gentleman whose hand is up. I'll pick one from the back and one from here.
Good morning, Coach.
I think at the end, sorry, I think there's so few ladies here, you should take all the ladies to each other. Yeah, there's so few ones. So the ladies that can talk, but no, you can. Where are they? We can go on, but at the end, okay, we give the ladies respect and we ask them also. Okay, all right.
Yes. My question is about you've seen what he done before he was not invited for the last 2 meetings. There was an incident with Kumasi that led to that. He released a statement saying that he needs some time to clean his mind for the next one. Have you spoken to him? What is the situation with him for his invitations?
Yeah, surely I've seen his performance. I've seen his performance. I talked to him, but at the moment he's not ready to come back. I don't know exactly what he experienced with the national team, but maybe I want to take this opportunity also to indicate that every one of us has a high responsibility. I don't know what happened after that game, but surely it affected him and his family, and I think we as human beings can do better than doing such things for somebody who's giving his best for his nation. We have a lot of players who are sacrificing a lot. They can't be at their daughter's birthday party, they can't be at their wife's wedding, or not the wife's wedding, doesn't make sense. At the brother's weddings or sister's wedding, they don't go to funerals because they're here, and they sacrifice a lot to be with the team, to help Ghana to succeed. And when the answer is, when they don't perform, that we have to bully him and insult him, and I don't know, it doesn't, for me, it's not good, it's not good enough, and this is not my responsibility, it's all of our responsibility, especially the media. And for me, anybody who talks, and it's not like who's personal on somebody, you will never look good. In my eyes, you will never look good. And that's why I won't talk openly bad about a player or whatever. I will never look good. And I mean, anybody who does it, whether he's right or wrong or whatever, you will never look good. If it's not personal, it's just maybe tactically or performance-wise, okay, that's okay. But if you go beyond that, I don't think it's helpful. And in this case, I think we would have needed him very, very much. I had a long talk with him. I even wanted to fly to his place to talk to him, but he was very, very sure that he won't come at this moment of time. He won't come back. And it's very, very sad that it's our fault that he's not coming back.
Okay. The last one before I go to the ladies. Candy.
Coach, I want to know if you do watch highlight of the Ghana Premier League. If yes, I want you to describe the standard of the Ghana Premier League.
I think it's difficult. There's so many teams. There's so many different players, and I don't think this is the right frame. We can talk about it another time, but this is the right frame to talk about, because it's not like this is the standard. You know, there's so many teams who have done well, and there are also some teams who need to improve. But it's difficult to measure, because for me as an outsider, I don't know how much, let's say, money they have to build a team, what are the conditions, everything. So it's very, very difficult for me to judge on the standard of the league. You know, it's impossible. Maybe we have to go to the women now.
Ghana's goal scoring abilities has been a challenge for us for some years now, and I would love to know from you if you can share with us what measures you put in place to make sure we overcome this challenge as we move forward.
Very good question. I think this will be one of the parts we will work on. We discussed it with the coaching staff, so this is a very good question. And every game is different, I have to say. So sometimes you have more space which you can attack, sometimes you have smaller space which makes it difficult for you to score. But there it's about creating solutions. This is also one part of the training, to be solutions, how we can score goals. And at the end, it's about the players who hopefully will transcend these ideas on the pitch. But it's not easy. It's different if you play in Europe. There are different conditions, there are different pitches, the weather is cooler. So we have to adapt to the situations where we're in, and still we can do better. We try our best to implement our ideas into how we can score more goals.
Okay, Akusia.
Good morning, welcome back to the Black Stars team.
Thank you.
My question has to do with before the World Cup, we're speaking to a number of players, especially those who were born in the diaspora, and today we're hearing that Callum Hudson-Odoi has agreed to play for Ghana. If it is true, how does he fit, or how will he fit into the team you will start getting from today?
Yeah, it's difficult to talk about the future. I haven't talked to him yet, so once he's ready, in general our doors always open. But our full concentration is now on the Mali game, and this is a bright future. It's difficult it's not that easy. We can't bring in players who have been playing for another national team before, so they need to get released in his case, from England, and then it goes to FIFA, and FIFA will send the release to us, and then we can apply for him. So it's a whole process which is going on, and to be honest, my head is not there at all. So my head is fully on Mali, on the boys which are here, and concentration is fully on them, and we will have to make anything happen to win this game.
Okay, we have to wrap up.
There's one lady.
What? She's not a journalist. She's not a journalist? Okay.
This is a lady? You're a lady? Ah, okay.
Okay, you speak. I'm sure you hear.
Okay, I think so my name is Mabel Alubadek. Congratulations, coach, on your return to the Black Stars team. So my question has to do with discipline. We are talking about the way we are going to see that they play football. But there are many of the players who are playing football, but kind of self-glory play. So how are you going to see to it that they play as a team, they play football as a team as a team?
Yeah, I can't really judge on how they played before. I can just talk for my period of time when I was here as a national coach, and I think we really did well. And this is the same culture and habits which I want to implement into the team. And surely we will, the closer we get together to support each other, the more success we will have. And this is what I try to implement, and I'm very, very sure the players will understand and will fulfill it. We don't have time for any personal things. Like I said, we have to work together as a team, and this is the only way we can have success. And I think the players, they will know.
Okay, thank you very much. We will leave the last words with the President of the Sports Writers Association.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Please not a question. It's a long piece of advice. There are two very difficult jobs in Ghana. Number one, the President of Ghana, and the coach of the Black Stars. You are the official coach, but the real coaches are here. So the criticisms will come in. Some will be caustic, some will be very vitriolic, some will be vibrating, but in all of that, just relax. I understand that I generally do really well, so don't take the criticisms personal, but they will come in fast and thick, because you've heard some of the practice and systems already coming from some of the colleagues, whether you're going to play the route system or whether you're going to play the volume system. So they will definitely come, but in all that, just understand that we piece together. I want to see them. Thank you.
all, our first training session evolved through to Tuesday when the team will play for Marco. The game against Mali is on Thursday, June 6th. The team will fly back to Ghana.
To be precise, to continue preparation for the second game against Central African Republic. Like the coach mentioned, some of the sessions will be open, not all of them. Please bear with us because he needs time to go through his tactical drills as we prepare for the two important matches. We are grateful for your company. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and let's start rallying around the flag and also push our Black Stars to victory in next month's qualifiers. Thank you, coach. Thank you to the technical team as well. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay, nti eno said ensem no asi akwakoye squad no na atimi aba no coach Otoo wanemi squad na je say no yehunu emrante a omo ebe start campaign na afi no ya prepare na yetimi akwakohia Mali nyame yaduma 6th June na no achi 10th June yene Central African Republic and so atimi apem so ewo hono enti eno squad nti ebe wo squad no so bi na afi no wahunu series system gidi se wate dada ne mu no empinfo se boso ba eno na ema eja waye enti ewo se si squad no so bi na afi no also ontimi enshan so kama pa enso enfama enti kinsolo ewo hanmo obeba na afi no yetimi awuram adinkomo on squad no na afi no yahwe bebia ebia ofise nke wose nke ebia simasi ana benten enso etimi ebewurama ono antimi amewuram na afi bebia no enso etimi akọ enkan enso ewo hono wonti squad no eno na mediato screen so no goalkeepers no of Abrante friend Lawrence Atizigi and afi Jojo Walakot and Frederick Asare ono ne the only local player nante se ono so atimi abamo afi defenders no Gideon Mensah Ebenezer Anan Salisu Mohammed Jerome Opoku Abdul Mumin and afi Alexander Jiku Alidu Seidu Tarek Lamte. Midfielders Kudus Mohammed, we have Enes Niyama, okay, Salis Abdul Samed, Suleiman Ibrahim, Thomas Teipate, Edmond Addo, Elisha Owusu, and Francis Abu. Now attackers no yewo Usman Bukari, Abdul Fatau Isahaku, Antoine Semenyo, Jordan Ayu, Osman Ibrahim, Kamal Din Suleiman, and Brandon Thomas Asante. We players are nante se coach Otoo Addo atimi anemu omo Kinsolo.
Yes,
microphone no say check mame yeah,
nice one. Said BBI fine.
Oh nyame adom BBI fine.
Okay.
Nti squad na aba no mame nti we na yenhwe problem wo ho.
I think say no dey one but baby kakra bi na me wo issue kakra but no kran say that issues bebre on say players are omo antimi amma no coach na chirim and say na initial medical control say players are yehwa ebia team no yehia omo for now no e wo say use diplomatic way ye be delay with players no and coach Otoo Addo ohwe answers or the ba ya very nice and the day you dear no say obobo and as a communication officer obobo players na womo apria Baba Idrisu, Inaki Williams, Majid Ashmero, Joseph Pentel, Nathaniel Ajay, Dennis Odoi, Daniel Amati and afi Kofi Chere coach no krana little the Kofi Chere ebe gremu on say o chere obi an injury aba but the day you dey na ma my colleagues ni bi ebisa no and me per said the coach to what conducting ho no on say we say wani abrante na hia adi nkomo enti enye nkomo ni nyina na obetimi de aba in the public domain. I mean, Jidi say a nice approach by a coach Utuado. Ye mona baso for now. Say the watcher say a deal no players in all the best. Ishaku they him dientia when remu in the AFCON. Ne eduru baby say yan ye ni free me eduru baby say na the contract also nya some minutes played Leicester and ye him Leicester the performance etimi aboa ama branche no wawuremu ewo waboa team no ama Leicester awuremu in the Premier League no enti me huni se call up ni de Ghana for on say yana tem ye call up Ghana for chiro madwen e kan sama hodo bebiri e de fa ho but this call up no menye sure say yibinya nsem bebiri e de afa ho anase aka de afa ho yana most of time pese make case for our local players, you know, and yenya one local player which is Freddy Kasari, our goalkeeper. Before squad in the the goalkeepers are nanka me share mu say obetimi afro mon say media na the other playing body na me say that new concern because for now no players are no more you omo ho ye league ni ma ebetimi make case say dia mo say e bi ebe from no omo form na DP the NDP and so we pra Richmond Lamte, Abrante friends Salifu Ibrahim, Ivan Sose Usu of Faye Samates, Afe Noba Keyeke, and Kobema, well, and Yadia, Ebetimiayi, who open Shatermana Manaf Crano, but Mijini say more time. I will edit these players in. But
defense one on now, I think say Kotoko Justice Blaze defense one on.
Yes.
I think say a performance no.
But say Blaze no. As a league in Fini Hall baby. Yes. On say this near bo and Sune that Gano or did Bonitino. Yes. So Blay a fair no boom enough time or the man. What you say you want that call up to be the Black Galaxies and only the local Black Stars. Yes. And media number be a person nya call up the goalkeeping department. And I know the young but goalkeepers and ananka me hwe no so ombeba no omo antimi angram Solomon Agbesi of Dreams FC and then Felix Chain of Bobo ko friend say Mediema woman na based on because a African continent no so ne compete and these players omako haba CAF Champions League, CAF Confederations Cup.
More confident African level
exposure no.
Yes.
Ewo ho. Freddy Kasari under 20. And I think say when you call up wo ho.
Yeah.
Eno no kra no ekosi sen. What you say but Freddy Kasari when said all the league matches no emoy.
Yeah.
So far, I think it's 17 or yes, yeah. Injury by baby. Coach also rotational policies by most whitey than lad and then Freddy Kasari.
Yeah.
And me who say senka based on tactical approach performance wise they are. And Solomon Agbesi or that Samates goalkeeper no so call the bit make case for
Solomon Agbesi so I think say on so anye fortunate. Baby all ball ne ball no me can say be a dream safe.
Yes, me bow.
Okay.
And me who say a strategic more than tactical.
Okay.
As I have written say a more strategic than tactics because of late you know on say your collapse be for now Ghana for any problem with your collapse any teams or move free more back. Your entire performance no but your teams no move free or more ban.
Yeah.
Yenya bope oh Dreams FC eya asoma Cynthia obo Dreams Cynthia ya frɛ no.
Yeah.
Obo still believe in Tia ya frɛ no.
Yeah.
Obo na God in Tia ya frɛ no. Obo Koforudia sympathy in Tia ya frɛ no. All these teams are in connection with the FA or people from the AFI.
Yeah.
And to call up free Obape, yeah, and I can't afford problem with that. But Solomon Agbesi, dear why ye, do league, you know, where your dreams that league in the man yet. But more a year, or more outstanding games are, or more Bovia on being a better position on the league. Or more Africano, who share some of the games are dreamsekunya away points are the effort of Solomon Agbesi and a boy more mutiminya. And to we no senka Solomon Agbesi nya call up aminye so senku bia bitimi aye da agreement na ye de bia say or ye in connection with the infinity when you call up no and Kenya de bitimi aba but baby am hu say strategic ne say on say Black Stars on Ghana for Addo ye call AFCON anyi
but
Emma ye grow mu koye demonstration e koye ye nyina Black Star performance ntia anko ye wo Cote d'Ivoire ntia Emma e kwotwe sa demonstration ni nyina ye den e di e baaye and o pe ba bia ye support games and Black Stars Kumasi.
Okay, yeah.
Ebi ma bra half am hu ye. But when it comes to maybe club level support in the brong half teams, you know, or more the fan or more support, you know, passion no ho bra half for air football. But when it comes to the national side, you nyan se den ye bi wa ha. Enti ba bia ya bono Kumasi, Accra, Kufuridia, Jacobo Bitamale pen. O hwe support no munya wo Kumasi na extraordinary than any of these cities are ye bo. And Kuma, I don't want to say Asante for I don't want to sound maybe a very tribal or whatever, but Kumasi for him say idea where you nipa woman supporting you different.
Yeah.
And to me when he say Freddy Kasare call up on your strategic. Ebema team nenya support no. Support no muhiano.
Yeah.
Ombenya.
Okay.
Kumasi for him say you play a womb. Asante for him say you play a woman. Support in beba and kotoko omo share house no omo balls and matches omo ko ahimfie ba no support na shaase aba vim na ba
utie supporters ni you can na me Asante kotoko yes
yeah enti omo hu se omo nipa ka ho ne de Kumasi enye easy support no omo benya no ebe bro so me dem hu ni se Freddy Kasare call up no strategic, but on tactical and performance wise, I would choose Solomon Agbesi over Freddy Kasare.
Okay. I would say for no King Solomon Yaw Asidu and watcher na adwen ewo call up nenchre head coach of the Black Stars Otoo Addo atimi ede ababetu edwano ahanti afi no adwen ne ya call up no say biana wonte me pacho say initiate Lawrence Atizigi Jojo Wala Court Frederick Kasare wamo ena goalkeepers no Frederick Kasare one the only player who see akan wa Ghana ha say na so wo Ghana ha who see akan defenders no Gideon Mensah, Ebenezer Anan, Salisu Mohammed, Jerome Opoku, Abrantia friend Abdul Mumin, Alexander Jiku, Alidu Seidu ena Tarek Lamte wamo ena defenders midfielders no of Kudus Mohammed, Enes Niyama, Salis Abdul Samed, Suleiman Ibrahim, Thomas Tepate, Edmond Addo, Elisha Owusu and Francis Abu, Forest and as attackers no Osman Bukari, Abdul Fattah Issaoku, Antoine Semenyo, Jordan Ayu, Usman Ibrahim, Kamal Din Suleiman, Brandon Thomas Asante. We na squad na je coach no enso atimi edi ababe tudwa Kings TV GH suni abusuafo nti say de kwamu anda ho afei na preparation nso ba beto so don't forget say 6 June Ghana ehurem ewo Mali abonten so na afei wo mo any Mali atimi edi apem so ni na no World Cup qualifier na etimi akoso eno achi ebabetena Kumasi Babayara Sports Stadium na fe ye Central African Republic enso atimi ede apem so na before say squad ne ebabe todwa kra no yade a Henry Asante no communications director edema Ghana Football Association etimi ede todwa players plenty wo mo antimi ama meka ho no ɛno nso sei ne siete Baba Idrisu aha ono wapra nti wantimi enwura squad ne mu. Inaki Williams yɛse ase bibi hyene nam ade pentoa bi saa hyene nam a kwai dia boba sei na omahu a na nyese omu ayi nti no ono so antimi anjon Majid Ashmeru enso yenyine ma brante no gina mfimfini ho a bobo no kama passes no to passes no enso pra dia brante ni nya pa ono so prenti Joseph Pinto enso pra ena fe Nathaniel Ajay ono so atimi pra Dennis Odoy ena Daniel Amate ena coach ne sa kai se Kofi Chere ono so akwan we pra che papa omu nyina no prenti omu antimi anjoin ne eye amin squad no nti eno sedisi etie na o se Andre Dede Ayew wone no edi nkomo nti wone na edi nkomo se ebia squad no mbam ni ade a nti eno sedisi etie amanfo bi se omonya adwen se Dede Ayew anti member hwe Le Havre ebia season what ma bo 5 goals na squad na ya mfani di anka ho no solo minim Dede Ayew
Dede Ayew on say coach no achirem de ntia wamfa eye Dede Ayew enso antimi amana say some of the players are omo antimi ama later part of Dede Ayew no eniema nsedan koyi sunsum penanso honam no ediru ba bia na ayemre and Ghana for ano no CC no da branch no so too much nti I think say I respect that decision say wamfa na madu say or perform ya who players biblia omo perform our club level but omo ba national team na ebibia ho ba we no wa perform well in the past nti me sure say only in the past glory na ho na say one friend na instead anya big deal bia ehu bia but wo hwe performance wo dan adino any matches anke yekobo na we nanke bia in the last 15 minutes be last 20 minutes be bet mamoluma be dada na ho kakra but one friend na me sure say a mutual understanding between the coach and then the there you almost see din komo and let's respect that decision.
Tell the coach in case see another qualification no na na ye hwe ni mu
yes
te bia ye qualify cramp na squad na be ko no bit ma kan be with experience
bit me account
ti coach Otoo Addo kan sembi na etoma koma so pa wo say for now no ohwe Africa say ya Ghana nye top we are not on top
no we are not on top
no afina omo be kekane mansi ani and qualification ni ye hwe anim na ogiri say your qualities na ye betima ade qualify nti eno say de hunsem ti say de aye de nti abusiafo ya tena nkunya so ache ba ne sa na so ahye nti ye de besi ha na ya da masese mo so mo je bre na fe mo join ye ema ye nyina no yeti ye coach Otoo Addo na sabre de ye de besi na we new na on subscribe to channel hi esan say ba na anything sports so ye hai na onsa ebetimi aka don't forget say ye other channel no Kings TV GH Media Kings TV GH Media hono ban politics entertainment ni na no sa content ni na obenya ewo Kings TV GH Media ho na also wetima enjoy nti honso obetima akona afi wakwa subscribe a adoma no notification bell but so said be anytime be post to be no obenya notification na afi also wetimi adwan na bibia no enso atimi akwankan medin ene Ahmed Ayat Ote King Solomon Yawasi do tenenka and a team of producers be Queen and a Elizabeth Omina Eboy executive producer Ken Khalid Omina and a boy ye team etanase ede eye Jumadin enso etimi ede ebro eti yerubesia na yadawase baba